Thursday edition of the program Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from 98.1 FM. Today na Thursday, April 11, 2019. Where they bring this Thursday edition of the program come to you. Mina Asma James.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salone, the President Julius Maada Bio don call on the new Paramount Chiefdom na Nomo and Nongowa Chiefdom na Kenema district for maintain security and unity na den community them for help push development and the chiefdom. Justice Fatmata Bintu Aladi don't ask the Master Registrar na High Court Stephen Yaya Mansare for hand over all in traveling documents them to the court and give 2 shorty them wait for pay 60 million loans na the treasury account as part and bail condition them. And inside the program this morning, Radio Democracy will look at waiting the National Youth Commission don't do inside the past 1 year for help develop young people in Salone.
This and plenty more story there for you in the program, plus the director for Amnesty International Salone, Solomon Sobandi, say according to the sentence and execution report, when they just do, then fair not say the death penalty they affect more poor people where not get couple for take lawyer. Wakabotol na part of the program. You say for the listen can be part of the program through your text message to the number 077-981-981. And also if you go now we Radio Democracy Facebook page and drop your comments there. Well, as soon as from a headline this morning, 1 year inside President Bio in government, waiting don't happen to the youth them. We will come inside the program as we get the commissioner and the National Youth Commission. Good morning, Mr. Golokata, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Radio Democracy and listeners. Thank you for having me.
All right, so we'll come to you shortly. The program now Good Morning Salone.
The first issue we look at inside the program this morning, we continue to look at different issues them where people don't raise as we still look at President Bio in 1 year where he don't pass as president na the country. Well, the other person now where the democracy talk to na the former leader and chairperson for the Unity Party we been stand as the flag bearer na the 2018 election when Femi Claudius School and inside in talk about President Bio in 1 year na office, a rate government 45 over 100% for waiting they don't do so far inside the past 1 year. He explain more inside this interview with Saptu Kalon.
I get positive and negative then day.
So let's start with the positive.
I really can say congratulations to the president where he be so bold as for carry out one of his top manifesto promises in terms of free education. And inside there, I really congratulate him because now a massively big venture down one day where they don't meet money for let person try for do that. And as I get the advantage, I get the disadvantage.
Before you go to the disadvantage, you get other people or other members of other political party. We get another view to the free education. So
focus first for build that foundation day. By that I mean, on the one hand, we look at infrastructure. At the contest acquire chiefdom, so I go there, the village, then they go talk to people, one of the sections, then they. I meet them get primary school, then not get secondary school. The only secondary school way available to them, they Mashaka. So that means to see them picking and they go able to afford for take transport go Mashaka, then get for worker from the village, reach na the main line before ever they reach there. So you know go tell me free quality education where school not there. So I feel say if that foundation they mean exercise some patience, make sure say that foundation is strong, then we been for say we work towards a quality education. But instead I find say the new administration they try for convince we say now quality education, no. The quality is to be seen, to be proven. So on that area, we will talk about that first part today, the advantage and disadvantage of the free education. I feel to say, then rush, then hurry. It don't sound like man can you today, you answer today, you marry tomorrow. And so to me, out then don't do them. They not take patience for say what we will do for them teacher them. Gaps and then a teacher education, gaps and then a teacher quality of service, gaps and then conditions of service. Therefore look all that they put them together fine. Then before ever then launch. So some school they not get book. Some school they like copy book no more than give them. Some school they then give them pen. Some school they feed them. Some school they not they feed them.
Okay, but then self according to what they don't say, they realize all the challenge here and soon they go look into them solve them.
Well, now that way we always then as alone. We can begin something, we refurbish something, then we not maintain them. The next one we are looking to now the health. Now, to me, then can say that because I'm a profession, so I'm a passion. But if you get a population we unhealthy, we sick, we get issues, we get problems, then picking and get problems. I don't know how you go able for use that human capital the way all man they talk about. We get this human capital. How you go tap into them? This government don't talk bottom in terms of youth unemployment, in terms of this, in terms of that. But when you look around, you they ask yourself, say, so waiting una don't do. Una get about 5 or 6 different commission the way now for youth business, but what's intangible?
So you want to say the good thing where the present administration they talk about, you know, they reflect and they youth their life?
No, you know they reflect on the youth's their life. I mean, me advertise for job, I be want about 10 people. I get over 200 applicants. Say today they get application forms. Instead, let me go to, so that's one of the disadvantage for me. So in order for it, let me tap into that human capital day, we get for address that human capital day, the health issues. Now, I see again, to me, the same 10 story in comparison now I make. The Minister of Health, they talk about diagnostic center. We're picking them they die of malaria. Where I go do medical the other day in Akoya Chief. I meet 2 people away, 1 man way, if you see in foot, but you don't get access to medical care.
But the diagnostic center we talk about very important because once you wear cancer and diabetes really don't they kill people. We make people they spend lots of money for flying on other country. So you know things in a timely important something where they plan for put in place?
No, the diagnostic center, no get me wrong, is a fantastic idea. But one thing about Mornin Salone, now if me want plant a diagnostic center, I first they look around, I get personnel for run them, or I they bring foreign people and can't get a work in my own country.
You know things they don't consider all that factor.
We don't get technicians then for maintain them machine then they. So we get for now look at we health training of healthcare personnel.
Okay, now let me take a look at some of the thing them. You get some people where they talk about corruption, where they think and say a massive progress on take place, sport in discipline. Then in the all people they don't see, at least they don't bring back the sport to life. And single treasury account where the president don't see, then government now they operate on that. Nothing say only and something we good we person go point at say at least they have done well in that particular area.
No,
there.
I think even the sheer enthusiasm of the sports, I think a marvelous idea. Okay. We may for easily sit down, we wait we solve with problems and with FIFA before then kick ball. But when you look at the enthusiasm from the Sierra Leonean, you know say we need something like a Dande for really bring we together. So me not go ever criticize Dande. I feel to say therefore take them further into other sports, not just football.
Some of the things the way you mentioned, you be stand for be president for this country inside the election. Though it come out unfortunate say you know win. If it be possible on your own side, if you be the president, or let you do some of them tier where you don't mention so say this president government for don't do inside 1 year.
Well, what's in me for take like for education now? I feel to say the whole concept where then get it good. Me self want for see a place where you poor, you gentry, or you they get a quality education. I want for see that. So if na me be win, probably them for complain say as slow because I been for one for do am properly where it go last the test of time. So maybe for one for take each sector we get different team them. Say okay, una look at infrastructure. What to make we get schools then we not get toilets? What to make schools then not get lab? What to make schools then not get this? Una take them and see how we able for putting things that they in place.
Well, that's now the leader and chairperson for Unity Party, Femi Claudius Colbin. They talk on that interview with Sabtu Kalon. Also, able to talk about him way he thinks the president under in leadership as president of Salone don't do inside the past 1 year.
We continue with the program Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from 98.1 FM, 7:14 at the time from the studio clock. We come to studio guest this morning from the National Youth Commission and the Commissioner. Well, 2009, the government will establish the National Youth Commission through an act of parliament, but this commission begin work inside 2011. The main function now for develop strategy program them for youth employment and empowerment and other issue them. Well, over 40% of the population statistics prove say now young people them. Well, President Bio inside in address inside state opening at parliament we say youth and employment plenty because plenty but the young people are so not train and get the skills for the job market. So he say he be plan for make tech work begin work na the country. Well, if this for be the National Youth Commission very important in this. The Commission and the National Youth Commission get over 20 years experience. All in life is say you don't work with young people and it's supposed for no say the skills training for young people very important. Well, 1 year into President Bio in office, we still continue for look at different issue them. And today, na the young people them. Good morning, Mr. Carter, and welcome again to the program.
Good morning, and thank you, Asma.
Yes, from the intro where I read, President Bio in statements na the state opening, they make mention and accept say the youth employment boku because the young people them not get the skills for the job markets. So start for tell with us waiting this mean.
First of all, I congratulate His Excellency the President for in 1 year and the very strong political leadership we don't give the youth sector and also the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the National Youth Commission, and National Youth Service. You know, in almost all in political statements them, we in the campaign and even we open parliament and many other places we don't go. They don't provide leadership around youth employment issues, empowerment and development issues. So remember, say we open parliament, it talks say a lot of review will take place for ensure say TVET, technical vocational education and training for young people. Waiting we now today, they amplify as skills development. I mean, will be reviewed, and we will talk a lot about that. And the waiting we don't do in that area. There lots don't happen. I mean, in that area. They also talk about the review of policies and programs for create that kind of level of synergy building and support to the youth sector. They also talk about the issue of national youth service. We already don't start. They talk about the issue of improving the ordinary young people in life, especially the one and the we not don't get to education that way. So for Crown all land, first of all, we all go continue for say this. That the very fact say His Excellency the President declare free access to education. That one day now a big boost for the young people of this country. And we see that as a critical milestone. So the commission, I mean, once President makes statements, the Honorable Minister himself and the Commissioner, they hold on to those statements and they use them as policy statements for develop programs and for the young people. So you go realize, say, in the course where I'm going to talk about the Commission in your entire program, I'm going to interject into the Ministry of Youth Affairs and I'm going to interject into the National Youth Service because there's a whole compendium now set up for youth development program. One of the things that will be completely lacking, first of all, now about the issue about comprehensive leadership around the sector. And then one of the things that we don't handle and we don't develop, we don't lay beer. Today, that level of quietness and decorum there within the sector because the leadership of the sector, they direct the development of processes in that kind of comprehensive way. So we'll get what we call the sector leadership panel we don't set up, and routinely they meet under the chairmanship of the Honorable Minister himself, or in the case we know the Deputy Minister.
So apart from the leadership, whose strategy them the Commission don't implement inside the past 1 year for help the young people from waiting President be talking in state's opening speech and promises them will be make that same day?
So I don't put them into a series of categories. The first one we'll talk about policy reviews and regulation framework then. So you know, say the President's party statement they talk say a lot of policy review and regulatory framework review will take place. That one day we don't go far into them. We don't able for look at the national youth policy itself. That's not the first issue, because in the course of the setting up of the review of national youth policy 2012, a lot of issues and they will not be really captured, and will not capture them because of the level of tension we've been there, especially between the leadership. But today, we don't draw out all the issues and we don't go almost to the point to say we recruit the set of team we go lead on the policy review process. We SSF, DEPA, honestly, fundraise, we're in touch with Commonwealth, we're in touch with UNESCO, we're in touch with UNDP, and we partners them for now put together a comprehensive process for review the policy. Because we're not able to do all the kind of work we want to do is the policy no day. So part of that already don't start, and we will move on slowly for ensure say we really address the issues and we with the young people that they raise, with not emerging issues. The other one, we don't do a 5-year strategic plan. We almost did towards finalizing it, but we already get a framework. I mean, a framework where they explain as to what's not the core issues and who want to see through that. The next one I want to talk to you is about partnership, coordination, and governance. And now and the, like what I say, it now clear say the sector they together and with the move process. But the commission in your programs then, the first one we will talk about skills development and training. So since we take over, we ensure say we continue for revamp what we call the Obasanjo Youth Skills Acquisition College or Center. It not really don't reach college level yet, but it don't open up, and inside the we look at skills around business development services and waiting and they may open them. It means say we train a lot of young people in the past almost 6 months to 1 year we take over almost 500 young people and don't pass through that center. What do they do? We train them in sets of skills them. And not only training. We get partners that they work with GIZ, UNDP, Restless Development, where they help you for move, then process it forward. Where we train the young people in, we give them also opportunity for startup and begin their own businesses. So one of the areas that we don't really, put a lot of emphasis upon now about, entrepreneurship, development and business development. So a wide range of young people, and they right now, we don't go through them training and they don't get startup kits, support. They're already in businesses. If you pass around the stadium exhibition, you will realize the National Youth Commission they open small exhibition day, and then young people and then they bring them businesses when they do, then they exhibit them and then they sell them. So the one and they would in agribusiness, when they do a lot of agriculture, in the parts of the country, will they bring them for medicine showcase?
500 young people don't take them by step. Now they don't pass through this center.
Obasanjo.
The Obasanjo Center,
Yes.
But we get over 40% of young people, and in a fact say the young people, most of them don't get the skills for the job market, and so now they try for many go through the center there. How people and they be parts of the center, and almost people the center they take.
The center, a large center. We don't. As well, I talk to you right now, we don't open up for the next intake of young people. We will recruit another set of 500 again. But we also get other training programs then. For example, with OIC, we get program. We get program with Eastern Polytechnic. We get program with Anes Kroma University. We get program with Jala University College. We get program with Fabe College.
So how are they selected, you say?
Now an open program where they advertise. And they pay nothing. Because consistently they try to encourage young people and for come. A lot of issues and we really need for clear, for make we able to get young people and really get to that process. So one of them now for continue for give that basic awareness and education to them for understand say no way no day you go make money if you not sabi small thing.
How often are they open the application for the young people?
Like what they say right now, the advert day na 98.1, it na SLBC, it na Kiss 104, it across the country, and they adverts there, they go on, and the forms are available. Na Freetown, na Bo, na Kenema, na McKinney, na we offices them, and na free. Not you don't need for pay anything. You only need for caretaker. You fill them, it will come back to a pool of center. We will do analysis, and then we will contact every one of the young people for come into the center for do that engagement day. Now the center also will they begin a new training hub, ICT hub for young people, and we will partner with a Dutch institution we they call POM Netherlands. Then they incubation development processes. What we will do now that hub day. In the next few years, we'll do comprehensive ICT training for development and employment. And what we don't do, the one for that we provide, places for classes and structures for make them come in and set them up. Already, we don't provide sets of computers inside that place for do that. This week, I will hand over the established, refurbished center to PUM Netherlands for make them experts and come into the country and move that process forward. That process we expect say will deal with a lot of young people over a period of time. But like what I say, it will take with time for really draw the bigger perspective of her. 3 ways and they will try for address the issues of young people. And we look at short-term impact engagements. We look at long-term, medium-term, and long-term. Right now, around the short-term, a lot of engagements and we will already done set up, but they're not the grab. For example, we get inside the commission also what we call the Youth Entrepreneurship and Employment Project. We now a 3-year funding from the African Development Bank. That project they look at supporting entrepreneurship at the graduate level. So they try for balance with engagements. We look at graduates. We also look at the ordinary young people. For example, for the graduate program, it will virtually end up for touch about 20,000 young people across the country. And then all day within them, part of the university I don't show. Right. But yesterday, what we do, we signed a memorandum of understanding with all them partners there, where they deal with the graduate internship program. For the ordinary young people, every Friday, me as commissioner and my deputy and some of the staff them would visit the young people and their communities to call ghettos.
Visit them for waiting.
For first of all, for familiarize with them, for relate with them, for understand the issues them. So throughout this 1 year, we don't do that. I don't visit many ghettos and youth communities in Freetown. I don't go out of Freetown in the provinces. We don't do that. Out of that, what we don't do, we don't communicate. We don't develop a program for support, training, and also give startup engagements to the young people and from them kind of communities. So we will already there far in doing a memorandum of understanding, for example, with the Sierra Leone Armed Forces Education and Training Center. We go train a lot of the young people there into skills, but also entrepreneurship process. We don't go again a long way in conversation. Today, we'll get another set of meeting. We out of 5,000 young people go be trained in various construction skills.
Right.
Then skills that they will be they get so the way construction companies they say, oh, we not get bulldozer rider, oh, we not get steel bender, we not get this. Now then one and then now we don't begin, develop for ensure say a huge number of young people will be training now. So what they do road constructions and now construct and mining process problem they not go there under. And what they do now they consistently with the institutions that they deal with the issues, the SLRA, the mining and the engineer corp, NCTVA, and also we will get support from NAO, very possibly and EU for push that process forward. So a lot of the way they happen right now, we will talk about as we go along.
Golokata continue for the with at the studio in at the commissioner for the National Youth Commission. We continue with the program Good Morning Salone and still on issues we get for do with young people and we make up bulk of the country population. Plenty time them people here don't they get challenged them. We can make them involved in violence, drug abuse, and plenty other bad things them because plenty panel can get work. Well, for sake of this, President Biyo been promised for improve young people situation and improve skill for them na the job market. But 1 year inside President Biyo administration, as young people continue for raise concern about unemployment, civil society say government still not make the enabling environment yet for make young people na salon go able for live better life. Michael Sambola gets more on this and gonna reports. The program is still a listen to on our Good Morning Salone. It come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We apologize. We try to get that clip together. And when we get the clip ready, we go bring and come to Una as Michael Sambola look inside the situation of young people in Narikonski. We still get the Commissioner for the National Youth Commission in the studio when I go look at her. Earlier you been begin for talk about the young people and self we don't get skilled already. We don't go through universities and college them. you talk more about the unskilled one them and the empowerment where the commission and ministry and partner they don't do so far for help them people and they. So for the skilled one them where people already don't graduate, then our communities them they not get work for do. Waiting the commission don't do inside the past 1 year for them sets of people here.
I inherit the graduate internship program when the UNDP they support and it will continue for support and every year I mean a number of young people they pass through. This year now almost about 300 young people pass through, and from with statistics where they follow over half of them when they get jobs then through internship process. I will name a few institutions. Sleeper, for example, don't recruit some of them. Statistics Sierra Leone take some of them. NGOs, them CCYA, the Global Youth Network. I mean, a few of them don't show clearly say then young people and they will come back into job. So a series of that process they continue, even in the ministry. Even in the commission, we recruit some of them, then same set of young people in there. But like what I say, in the youth entrepreneurship and empowerment employment project, it gets a lot of support for graduate entrepreneurs. So that framework they don't set now for begin recruits, set of them for do training there. We don't look at the inside that project. They look at skills development as well. And we don't identify 3 skills area them. Then 3 skills area there now tourism and hospitality, now construction, including the mines, and also agriculture. What will they plan for do? I mean, we don't sign contracts with them with institutions them around their area and we go train young entrepreneurs them in skills around their area and would they retool? Means say the African Development Bank will support for law by tools them for them 3 areas of skills them for support the young people them for engage, I mean, and get the level of capacity we then require for make them able to do business. You know, the core issue we want for bring come to the young people of this country now that the government of Sierra Leone not a massive employer because INSESF gets in your processes where they go through for employ a set of people with requirements, but the private sector then are the large scale employer. So we don't build linkages with the private sector for begin move that kind of process and go forward. How? One of the things that we don't do now for bring them into processes them and for link them up. So I will talk about a series of projects them where would they play critical role on. We go do massive employment for young people. Not only employment, go train them, but go also link them to job. So one of them I don't talk about now the youth employment entrepreneurship and employment project. I will also talk about the Sierra Leone Skills Development Project. The Sierra Leone Skills Development Project, now a project will go deal with skills development for young people. But the project itself will be implemented, I mean, and led by the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. Somebody will ask me why, not to the Ministry of Youth. But the Ministry of Youth, na partner day. NACOM, na partner day. Ministry of Social Welfare, na partner day. This project here, it gets 2 components. The first component gets 2 windows, all about skills development. So the first component about unskilled young people that will not get skills. But the main target now that, I mean, the young people them will reach Beke level, will they move on, or will even not go reach to that level. Then they inside that project they to a very large extent, about $22 million project with a World Bank they support them. And we don't reach the point we say the project don't kick off. We don't launch them technically. His Excellency the President will launch them officially by the end of June, but we don't set up all the structures then for make the project start. So, for example, the governance structures and the steering committee don't set up. The project itself gets a whole component we go deal with skills development fund. And that funding a huge amount of money. We go build relationship between youth and skills provider them and trainers.
We will come back to you. The time from studio clock now a little over 8. We'll make some money. We will come. We continue with the program.
Farm with them. Salon Commercial Bank don't do one again. For we and una will not get account yet. They don't come with brand new things them, like neon SLCD kiosks them, where they all over the country. Also, they get mobile tellers them, we will meet you any side and do your banking.
Salone Commercial Bank. Now me bank.
Sure.
Now you bank, oh. We get me on student account, oh. We get me on current account. We get me on savings account, oh. For them market to man them. For them keke riders, Okada riders, and them fishmongers, disabled people them. Any day for them petty traders. Salone Commercial Bank. Now we bank.
Sure.
Now we bank, oh.
Salone Commercial Bank they for all man, including the professionals.
You are an innovator. We want bring change. You get passion and zeal for do something. Anytime you there, we dey look for you because you time don't come.
Salone Cable Limited believe the strength where technology and innovation get for make business and economy grow and tinap stronger one for developments where go come with money. And Salcap they launch for the first time, then Tech Startup Challenge. For you who want be part of this program, now for send you business idea and team them what you sabi make. For tap the problem them inside book learning, well body business, agriculture and energy. Send your application to startup at salcap.sl and member say April 30 now the deadline for all application. For no more, call 079-923-524. Salcap, connecting innovators to endless opportunities.
Right, 3 minutes after 8 at the time for studio clock, and we will now play the report where Michael Sambola put together Usai you look at the youth them and what did happen inside the last 1 year.
And how easy is this government take place? No program, no come for winner, yeah. I want vex.
But currently, as I tell you, the young people are within the ghetto. They're not seen that yet.
Now, only during the new direction time, young person get an option. So for say you not see nothing, then somebody else blind.
As young people inside one interview, they say they not see the development for youths them inside the first year of President Bio's administration. The Minister of Youth Affairs, Mohamed Bangoua, say, by already new direction, don't they show people in the right way. Say now, some man know they see. Youth, according to the National Youth Policy and the government white paper, now people way old about 15 to 35 years. And the UNDP 2015 report they say young people they about 800,000 of their number yeah. We plenty pandem no get work. This clear inside the last survey where the Ministry of Labour do, we show say the country they among the top countries then are the sub-Saharan Africa where unemployment plenty with 45.8%. Well, na for sake of then challenger and more, make President Bio make and clear inside state open address na parliament, but how in government plan for address the challenge of young people under the new direction.
Our youth are untrained and lack the skills required in the job market. Overcoming youth unemployment will be at the center of our fight against poverty and our efforts to consolidate peace in this country. In the new direction, the youth problem will not only receive our topmost priority, but will also be viewed as a human development and security challenge. It is our view that stimulating job creation requires a holistic approach. Our approach will be integrated and coherent. My government will, 1, develop technical and vocational education and training to provide technical skills to youth in areas relevant for the job market.
So 1 year down the line, you will want to know how far government don't go with the approach for changing people and story like waiting President Bio say. The Ministry of Youth Affairs gets mandate for design policy them and self-push for the affairs of young people na cabinet. Mohamed Bangoua na the minister.
You give a plan well for making you succeed. Now don't be done to get them wrong. I keep the axe. Show me one thing where the past government do with all the billions them way they see, they will, if just in 1 year, or perhaps as a minister less than 1 year, it is to construct 10 car wash. In the next 3 weeks, at the launch of Youth in Commercial Transportation, I don't launch the Youth in Entrepreneurship, a partnership with IOM, we now 4.3 billion, together with Sarah Tropical, we're not the implementing partner. I mean, not a plan anymore, we're into action. It's not too long for let somebody tell me, say, I don't spend 6 months, 8 years for build structures. When you build the structures, you know they get them wrong.
Yeah, I think this now fine plans them, and not too strange from the plans them back will be known they get for the past 5 years, 10 years. And I think we need to go to the drawing board and ask ourselves if really them plans here don't they make impacts before, whether they will make impacts again. Because we don't see loan scheme them. Again, and they twist the loan scheme. The politicians so much concerned about young people the way in calling young youths, young generations. And so when that loan scheme comes, you find out in a political compensation. And when you compensate somebody, the dividend we expect, they come out.
That's not more like Conte, the president for the National Youth Coalition. 2 sets of young people and they now at the country. We sound like they get one common goal. One, now youth them when a university graduate.
The rate of employment, we need to say, now youth man, they put the pan power, and these youth people are still unemployed. If you look at the past days or past times, we don't get a lot of graduates that really come from Fabi College and the other institutions, and we still are not employed. Look,
the free and quality education will be safe because I see that side they improve and they all that side with to earn. I miss see no more. Straight bad and job no they we don't learn. We don't do because we don't get job. We just can't sit down no more with 2 certificates are us. And the country they go worse because if for itself we know they get some.
Other set of young people now the one them we no get formal education.
Obviously, we sing God and man, some man no go school than now one, some man capable of local job. I believe say we sing God and man. Government say penetrates on we safe because then say we sing God and man, then somebody then they we are not capable of doing something.
We no nothing. I see me too so strap back. That's all they no more. We don't deny for the nothing we not see. The government always not promises for the youth them.
So who's really the problem there? Civil Society Citizens Advocacy Network Director Thomas Mokonte thinks the enabling environment now the challenge.
The bulk of the youth of this country still continue to live in squalor and serious challenges. I will tell you, say, over 80% of the youth of this country, or if not 90%, jobless, not get the enabling environment for able to fend for themselves and for able to really realize their potentials. Not that they're not serious, not that they don't get the education, but there is the enabling environment is lacking. And that is where government gets a duty for play, for ensure that they implement programs, bring strategies in place for they will provide an environment for youth and for be engaged to different projects where they will implement.
So the 2 points them, now that's the space for make business people able to operate, get question. We make young people they say they're not seeing nothing yet, and the slogan now the ground dry. I take the question to the Minister of Youth Affairs.
If you say you don't see nothing, then I don't know what you don't see it. Now only during the new direction time, young person get an option. You get an option for good school. Me and you know what it take for make you get a degree in this country. Today na Sierra Leone na the only country na Sarah where you get degree, you no pay nothing. Pre-education free, secondary free, and university education free. It depends on the area where you want to go the sciences. So if you say you don't see nothing, look at the challenges. Also we be there before and also we there now. So for say you don't see nothing, then somebody else blind.
Civil Society National Youth Coalition Director explain the reason we make young people they watch but not the see.
The thing is, when you come, you get to be proactive and stop for the think about we inherit this and inherit that. I think government and don't come and talk about inheriting bad things and that. But the people don't vote. The young people they don't vote. You are now in office. Solution, now for be your own mantra now. Now for be your thoughts. How are they solve this? The problem is then they. You're not going to solve all in 5 years, of course, it's fact. You understand? But how do you solve it? We need a situation where...
But Mr. Director, you not think say young people expectation don't become so high now and it early?
Well, you go say yes, it's too early. A government where they come for do something for the young people, then go say to don't see something. But currently, as I tell you, the young people are waiting at the ghetto. They're not seeing that yet.
Plenty analysts say the reason why make young people unemployment challenge continue now because plenty pandemic no want for suffer them bone. We make most them now the easy way than defend. Other people they say if politicians tap for use young people and for the young gain and see them as partners in development, it go fine. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Michael Sambola.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue, and we still get the commissioner at the National Youth Commission go look at the studio this morning where they tell we waiting the commission don't do so far inside the past 1 year for help young people. You just don't listen to other reports the way Michael put together. Also different concern they come from young people. You be don't explain earlier but waiting on don't do so far for helping young people. But it seems as if although the efforts they don't be made, so many young people and still out there where like another reflects on them. So waiting exactly they happen because if you take percentage wise, you want to look at them inside the past 1 year in terms of skill employment. Now whose percent today now?
You know, first of all, I'll talk about percentage, but let me just give you a scenario. You know, who you sleep on it? You know, say don't go clean also. But some point they we you go sleep, you wake, you sleep, you wake. Imagine say, don't know they clean. Well, that's so it can look like. Where do they clean? The net can one say. So I understand the issues that the young people and they raise. They grown dry. I mean, better not they meet their aides at the area minister where they consistently engage Michael. Then when they all na so for do. Because may I tell you, with my own thoughts, I even listen to the civil society people. With my own thoughts, it will be clearer in the next few months, really, how we're able to really assess, I mean, the level of engagement where young people, what we don't do with young people in the past 1 year. But let me give you this. You see, the Excellency, the President, in speech being very clear, he say, this time we will ensure, say, we will use integrated and coherent methodology for deal with the young people issue. So not to then ad hoc and then kind run over process and no more way beyond they happen. Now we want for continue for do. Yes, we want for begin talk about quick wins, quick gains. So you see the minister talk about the fact say we don't do the pilot 10 car wash them around the country, I mean around Freetown right now, and we'll carry and go up in the provinces for pilot. We also they engage a set of young people for the beginning set of business. I mean, as I talk to you, the commission gets consistent engagement with the Ministry of Agriculture, the Director of Agriculture. Then, I mean, while they talk to you, so all my district coordinators and my regional coordinators and they out, they don't build good relationship with Director of Agriculture for bringing a lot of young people into agriculture. But what I want to make you know now that we want to be very coherent and consistent in what they do.
All right.
For example, like you want.
Mr. Carter, let you they come today, but let's look at something where the minister make mention of when our youth in transport and youth the car wash project. Let we take youth in transport. Waiting are you waiting get for be with the youth in transport.
So what they may mean say the ministry go buy vehicles, go buy automobiles for young people, drivers of young people that will not drive them. We believe in them processing it. With that one day also, with the various automobile trainings that what they do, a set of young people and go they we will get duties with them what car and they any test or chapel with them, then go return to their young people and then go fix it and then go.
Under which condition did they get them the youth and go get them motor car there or them?
Now the development framework down there go be an entrepreneurship process down there. A lot of the young people and they will be given the opportunity for walk through, raise money through transportation and own them vehicles and they over a period of time. So what it mean now that we don't buy this vehicle, a set of cooperatives of young people and they will go deal with that motor car, they go open accounts, then go pull the proceeds of that motor car into that account. It go reach a point where that money they go reach the cost of that motor car we'll use that for buying another set of vehicles, for getting another set of young people, and that motor car they go blank to the set of people and they.
We don't
that
see
one of the then kind process and they mean.
We don't see them scheme there so where they can come, you can start for but the politician them can want for use them. For the youth them or the districts them or the people where they support them. How fair them why I go there for make sure say now these youth them that Sierra Leone no need for belong to any political party for engage in some of their skills there.
You know, since where we don't come, now equal opportunity engagements what they do. I can assure you of that one day.
Those justifications
so now open source adverts what they do. What they put together a set of reviewers and evaluators them where they come up from different MDAs and partners. And so not so thin and the way you get for begin look for name or look for color. No. One of the things that we don't raise very strongly, we don't come, now that the youth na youth. It no need for be APC youth, it no need for be SFPP youth. What you can the commission we may openness to young people they across. No young person or even other party officials and when I being young people they can visit me and will they get opportunity for discourse. So this will be an open process. For example, like you this one, the student loan scheme where we and the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education they push because they sit on another technical committee we don't go across Africa for go learn from them. We already don't develop it now. The minister don't give concurrence for support that process. Very soon, himself will grab. It not will grab in a way na SLPP youth and will get down there. That loan scheme they will be opened generally for the young people of Sierra Leone who go in education. But like you, this other one, I hear a lot of the young people and we not get skills, we not sabi nothing. I don't hear them voice. I made them know say them voice they now we hearts. And for me, we give them capacity for me to be able to do something. I give one thing we don't begin discuss with NCTVA. We get what you call competence-based certification. Now big word down there. But what it mean? I mean now say, but we young people and they will sabi do mechanic work, but they not get certificates. They able to do electrician work, they not get certificates. Will they try for build road for them? Where they can't pass through a process, we go certify them and they will get certificates. So they will get opportunity for going to businesses across the length of processes. So a series of integrated, coherent processes that they will try for put in place, like how His Excellency the President talk about.
Okay, Mr. Carter, continue for the between at the program. Will you go for the short break?
Better don't come, better don't come. A Union Trust Bank again. Union Salone Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you, Union Trust Bank na Salone for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme there. We branch and they all of us na Salone. Boko no kenema, we de. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we de. Jala free town loan sa, we de. And my 91, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank na Salone for me and you. Union Salone Banco, Union Trust Banco.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue with a look at other issues now outside the president, Julius Madabio. They ask the new Paramount Chief them with the National Electoral Commission NEC be announces BNTM as Paramount Chief them na Nomo and Nongowa Chief them na Kenema district for maintain security and unity na den community them for make governments go able for provide development and then chief them here. President Bio talk this Wednesday, April 10, where he been they give staff to the Paramount Chief them na State House. Radio Democracy Mohammed Sharif gets more and go reports.
Traditional people them we come out na Nomo and Nongowa Chiefdom Kenema district. May they dance and show gladness for sake of Paramount Chief Sadiq Kapua IV and Paramount Chief Kane Kaba IV forget the authority from President Julius Madabio status. And this ceremony be after with the National Electoral Commission NEC together with the Ministry of Local Government, been hold election this BNTM. Anthony Brewer, the Minister of Local Government.
Your Excellency, there be a long road for which we appreciate your government's efforts in the provision of the required funds for this important exercise. We go safely say, me as a citizen, I not receive one petition from anybody who is inaugurating for this election day. The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, in collaboration with the National Election Commission, we conduct then 2 elections here according to the provisions of the Chieftaincy Act of 2009. The Paramount Chief elect of Nongowa Chiefdom, Paramount Chief Sadiq M. Kapua, we elect him on the 12th and 13th February 2019. The Paramount Chief of Nomo, Paramount Chief elect of Nomo, Patrick Kane Kaba, we elect him on the 15th of March.
And according to reports, then Paramount Chief here don't work in the private and public sector for about 30 years. Usai President Julius Madabio inside Ion talk for give authority to them Paramount Chief here say this na enforce them as Salone president for give staff to encompass Paramount Chief them na the country.
As a Paramount Chief myself, today the government don't formally recognize una as Paramount Chiefs na various chiefdoms then. When I get plenty things them for do, for make sure say security then na chiefdoms then, because who say security the development of the camp. So as I they congratulate una, I they also challenge una say, when I get a huge task ahead of una, and we want for make una rise to that, for make sure say that building block of the state, what they call the chiefdom, when are able govern them one and they effectively and make Sierra Leone a better place.
President Bio been asked Paramount Chief here for maintain unity in the chiefdom them. For make them community people them is say go get development.
Una make sure say Nongowa and Nomo remain peaceful and in there on the path of development. As a government, we try for again reconnect to the Paramount Chiefs them because for a very long time they feel neglected. Then we don't drag them into politics and don't dirty some people them to the point that then people themselves have not recognize them. Then a task una get collectively for see how una go make this great institution relevant again in the modern day governance system. When I need for SIDOM and organize ourselves and SIDOM and make recommendations to we, waiting will make una become relevant today. So we make a conscious effort for work with una and make sure say when I get una respect, una able function and make the state function properly.
We it talk on behalf of incumbent Paramount Chief. Chief Sadiq Kapua been assured President Bio and the public say then go serve the community people them the right way.
One for tell the president thank you because not only during his government they will get the opportunity to get the enabling environment we conducted na Kenema the best free, fair and transparent election. In the last government we all don't talk we find out say the districts and the region particularly was neglected by the past government and the things say are enjoying me colleague Paramount Chiefs and the district and the region now for make we put our hands to the wheel and make sure say what will happen that time it not happen again. We know say we not go fail you this time. You don't tell me say the Paramount Chieftaincy functions and role, it don't change. And really, I don't see them.
But waiting the National Council for Paramount Chief them think about the new Paramount Chief them. We don't take authority before President Biona status.
Honorable Paramount Chief Sheku Amadou Tijam Fasuluku Sose Amadi III, National Chairman Council of Paramount Chiefs. We membership actually, including the amalgamated chiefdoms, now 190. So So as a chairman, my organization not complete if the membership na acting capacity or region chief then did it. For me, it's good for me and for my own track record. Then they will fill in the gap there without any petition. But let the people they put their own choice of chiefs there and then chief down their respective.
Same way so na state house, the Human Rights Commissioner them way Parliament agree for this BN term. Same way so take oath of office before President Julius Maada Bio na state house. Usai President Bio been asked then Commissioner here for protect and maintain the rights of people na the country for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mohammed Sharif, the report.
8:25 now the time from studio clock. We go to other issue. Usai one High Court judge, Justice Fatimata Bintu Aladi, don't ask the Master Registrar and High Court Stephen Yaya Mansare for hand over all in traveling documents them to the court and give 2 short away for pay 60 million loans at the treasury account as part by in bail condition them with 3 other one them. We reporter Usman Kamara gets more and gonna report.
Tuesday, April 9 this year, the 4 accused people then, Stephen Yaya Mansare, when at the Master and Registrar in a High Court, Adel Faya, Account Clerk, Judiciary of Salone, Aisatu Yulaika to Kamara, Revenue Officer, and Abubakar Bangura, Revenue Officer, don't appear in a High Court for the first time before a High Court judge, Justice Fatimata Bintu Al-Adi, for answer to 2 counts charge them, we get for do with conspiracy to commit a corruption offense, contrary to Section 128(1) of the Anti-Corruption Act No. 12 of 2008, and misappropriation of public revenue, contrary to Section 36(1) of the Anti-Corruption Act No. 12 of 2008, because the Anti-Corruption Commission alleged say, March 12 to March 20, 2019, they may misuse 60 million loans revenue, where people can pay as fine to NRA. After we the clerk, Fatimata Kakbodo read all the 2 counts charged them, before them 4 accused people here, they may say they're not guilty of the counts charged them, where the Anti-Corruption Commission charged them with. But after the judge, Justice Fatimata Bintu Al-Adi start for look inside this case, he asked the lead ACC prosecutor, Victor Thomas Bindoma, if he gets anything for say. Usai the lead ACC prosecutor be asked for adjournment date, win at 2 weeks, so that ACC go able carry on with this case proper one, and self be asked the judge for look inside this case in one. But after the judge they respond to the application where the ACC prosecutor make, the lead counsel for Stephen Yaya Mansare, when a lawyer Lance Anadumbuya, been quick for make objection say, the ACC not serve them quick the application file, where then just make na court, and self say, the Anti-Corruption Commission, for they put them documents proper one, before they can a court, because he say, this na serious matter. After all the arguments here, the lead lawyer them, for all the 4 accused people they may ask for bail to Justice Fatimata Bintu Al-Adi one by one, Usai then say, if the court give bail to them 4 accused people here, they not go jump bail, and self go the kind of court anytime with this case come up, and self get sober people them, we ready for team up for them, as shorty. After all the application here, the judge, Justice Fatimata Bintu Al-Adi, been give bail to all the 4 accused people them, with the bail condition for the first accused, Stephen Yaya Mansare na 1. 2 shorty way for pay 60 million loans na the treasury account. 2. Shorty way they get 30 million loans per month as salary, and self for show documents say na 30 million they get for month. The second accused, winner Adel Faya, for provide 2 shorty way get property in a western area, we value 60 million loans, and self be asked Adel Faya and Stevie Yaya Mansare for hand over all and travel documents to the court, and self be asked the 3 and 4 accused for provide 2 shorty each, and self not for travel go other side. So till this case done na court. Justice Fatimata Bintu Al-Adi don't adjourn this case to April 30 this year. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Because in confusion.
But this confused me, boo. Look why Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look him block them with them beat for him, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen, me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind magic they behind this. You want know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement wey I dey use, and that's na Dangote 3X Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country, wey na 42.5 R grade cement wey no one day come na this country, and na one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want your concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret am. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na all the shop and building material store na the one whole country.
It's 31 at the time for my studio clock. The program na Good Morning Salone. It come to you from 98.1 FM. We will bring this Thursday edition of the program come to you. Mina Asma James.
And Mabel Kaba.
And we still get Golokata in the Commission and National Youth Commission. Mr. Commissioner, most of the projects here we talk about, Uswampa them don't start off.
Well, most of them don't kick off, like what I say. I mean, we'll talk about the catalytic one, the one that when a quick gain say, "Oh, don't begin." The car wash already don't grab. Even the construction self of the car wash self, now job they create for young people.
Now Western area.
So now Western area, then they don't begin.
Who stay they go na the region them?
Once we don't finalize this phase now Western area, and we don't begin seeing productivity, they will go scale up. The youth entrepreneurship and employment project, we now African Development Bank project, they in second year, and we already don't get another 1 year, no cost extension, because we believe in fact very recently the project that not flag as the most satisfactory project, but because we feel we will get stock up in 2019, we ask for another 1 year extension, and then they already in on day now. Yesterday we signed memorandum of understanding with all the partners, so implementation day on the Sierra Leone skills development project INSEF don't kick off. Yesterday INSEF will get meeting. Already the World Bank don't release some sets of money. The government of Sierra Leone also they work on counterpart funding, and the fiduciary institution where they deal with this already don't advertise a lot of consultancies. One of the core consultancy, now the consultancy around the setting up of the Skills Development Fund Secretariat, now the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. Already they go down this. A lot of people they apply already. So by the end of this month and the whole of May, we will take and for do evaluation. In fact, we plan for get in-house evaluation so that the evaluation team go sit on some side and do the evaluation quickly, so that by June, President go launch them. But what he gets on that, he gets an opportunity for engage a wide range of young people, huge quantity of young people, trainers, service providers, and also the opportunity.
So inside the past 1 year, Commissioner, what's going to happen for youth them way they in the disabled community? Because most of what you talk so, plenty of young people are way disabled, not fit into most of it you don't talk earlier.
Well, the part of them projects they already run, like we say, how President talk integrated and coherent system. What do you mean? Na sector relationship. What do you mean? Na synergy building with MDAs, partners, and even the young people themselves. So, integrated. Persons with disability will also be part of this. In fact, may I tell you, in the commission in your own board, we'll get two people and we're persons with disability. We'll get a young woman, we're the young persons representative at the board, not disabled person. We'll get another young person again, we instead of disabled person, get vision impairment. And we try for also even empower them, because no way they wouldn't say will be effective if we don't empower them. So we believe in the issue of the integrating and inclusion. So,
but then you not start yet. Apart from their employment, them we don't talk about earlier.
Like what I said, we know they do.
Okay, no special
services. No, they in fact not all the best practice than they today. If you ask people and persons with disability, they want for the in general processes. Yes, we will give them some level of special, support. But we know they do, and just like what they also do to young women. So if you look at the National Youth Commission programs, special support day for young women's advancement, and that one day now for about rural young women, now about young women in informal sector, and about young women in conflict with the law. Then one and they will they do special engagements for them. You know, one of the things that I want for raise now also, we in a big challenge for, you know, for the youth development process, it requires investment. So we see they consistently come back to president and statements integrated and coherent, and they are talk about sector relationship then. Would they try for bill? No way, no day. We'll go solve this. We'll go solve the young people in business if we not relate with the wide range of sectors. So if you talk to the Minister of Trade and deputy, he will tell you, say, the commissioner, they can't engage you now. Would they look out for businesses where we employ young people? I mean, a lot of arrangements and they right now where they almost in fusion with the Ministry of Trade. We will bring businesses into the country. We will get over 2,000-3,000 jobs to young people.
Mr. Carter.
If you come to Ministry of Fisheries and Marine, for example, you talk to the minister, I will tell you, say, the commissioner don't reach Nami Domot. INSEF now about how young people will get involved into that, and the Ministry of Youth Affairs, they lead on Nandi, but the commission will deal with what we call aquaculture, fish farming. So a lot of them want in the way where they build them relationships and because that is not the only way. Mind you, some of them MDAs there then get small resources for young people, and we want for harness all them one and they so that we're able for together give the right set of young people who not they duplicate, but will they also reinforce with processes and will be able to capture the data.
Continue for the between the program. We go to other issues, the conservation of ecosystems and international management of water resources in the Manor River Union project. Now projects where they cover country them like Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Liberia, and Salone from 2017 to 2020 as way for help improve cross-border natural resources and help projects the forest them and then country here now the Manor River Union still they get challenged with this project where this make the Secretary General for the Manor River Union, Her Excellency Madina Ewase, call on stakeholder them from the 4 region them and member them na the National Implementing Committee from the Manor River Union for implement the ecosystem water projects. Her Excellency Madina Ewase talk more to this to reporter Princess Piers after 3-day after the Manor River Union, the 3rd Regional Steering Committee meeting will be in Africa.
The Manor River Union then formed inside October 1973 as way for giving to member states them on the economy development program them in the area of energy, agriculture, natural resources, transport and other area them. Because of their mandates, make the Manor River Union bring the conservation of ecosystem and international management of water resources in the Manor River Union for 4 countries them like Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Liberia and Salone for improved natural resources. Mohamed Sajwana na the national focal points person for this project na Salone. A talk about the projects.
We are very fortunate that the 3rd review of this project focus on critical areas such as transboundary cooperation and ecosystem conservation. It's been held in Sierra Leone. While the project has had its own challenges and delays in obtaining no objection for the execution of project activities, I strongly believe that having all the key stakeholders here today, we can achieve greater results and bring meaningful change to the project.
As part of the economic development growth for member states them, make the Secretary General na the Union, Her Excellency Medina Wese, call on stakeholder them from the 4 region and the steering committee member them for say they implement this project we go help protect the environment.
The Manor Jeff project is one of the projects of the organization. If successfully completed, will impact the lives of the citizenry of the sub-region. This meeting should serve as a useful platform to inform stakeholders on the objectives and expected outcome of the project and properly plan a way forward. You may recall that since the launch of the project at the regional level in July 2017 in Freetown, I craved the indulgence of the national executing agencies and governments of the MRE member states to pay more attention towards the implementation of the project.
Dr. Edward Sandy, now the Deputy Minister of Water Resources, he say government commits themselves for CC to implement this project at national level.
The outcome of this project has the potential to change the narrative that water is a source of conflict into water actually becoming an area of bilateral as well as multilateral cooperation. Our four countries should enhance synergies to promote the benefits of transboundary water cooperation ecosystem conservation. I therefore call on the national implementing agencies to look at some of the key aspects of this project. We realize that communities depend largely on the forest around them. It should be able to manage behavioral change. I want to assure the implementing agency at our national level of government's commitment to this project, facilitating the implementation of this project.
According to the General Secretary in the Manor River Union, say if the four regions them implement this project, that is going to improve the livelihood of people them in the community. For Radio Democracy, Princess Piasley reports.
The program they continue and they look at text message way on don't send at the program so far at the Facebook page and that of the text line. The first one I go look at, they say how do you select youths for the training, especially those living in the provinces, and most training centers are in Freetown.
Skills training centers, small-scale industries and agriculture farms in all provincial districts are the solution to youth unemployment and migration to Western area in search of job. Comments from Victor.
This other message, the government must be engaging more to provide the good grounds for youth, but they have to explore for themselves.
This other message, we are going to read, say, Mr. Carter, you've been in the youth sector all your life. How will you really honestly assess the youth issues in the country?
This other one say, what pillars or models is government using to create an enabling ecosystem for youth centered, especially for those in entrepreneurship growth in Sierra Leone? Come out from Chief Alex Nalo Jr.
From Jacqueline Bull on Facebook, I think for a good effective development or help the youth, it needs good policies. The reason being, you don't want to fail. I think all of us should keep watch for the future. Governments, all they say are saying hopefully will reflect in the future. If not, make reference to what was said in the past. Also, time scale 3 years, these questions should be asked in a critical manner. Tangible evidences should be visible to see developments in the youth. If not, ask questions, demand for evidence.
This one say youth unemployment is in the increase. 90% of young people are unemployed. Mr. Carter, we need action. It come out from Actian.
More message. We don't come to the program this morning. This one say, well done, Mr. Carter. You know the issues of the youth, and by God's grace, you will solve them.
This one say you did a fantastic job at CCYA, but the Youth Commission seems to be having challenges. Work harder, work harder.
Mr. Commissioner, the youth population in Africa is projected to be added by 315 million youth in the next 10 years. And you are talking about building 10 car wash in 1 year, support local innovation, then you will realize that you don't even need those car washes.
And this message again from John say car wash centers and transportation are not the permanent solution for youth unemployment.
More message we don't come inside the program. Good morning. What the Youth Commissioner is saying about the youth unemployment is so true. So we want him now to solve these problems of the youth. All right. My producer say work about sets. After Mr. Commissioner will respond to the question there.
People and they ask me that they work about at the show. That they work about why you did this one The God of one about not you attachment. Not you at routine body direction. You know. Naje. Ate uno believe man because it by the great direction. Ate na watana ngo kala so jiwo. Ate na watana go podompan. Ate do mangelok man. Nanga je wakaboto chimi na te do mangelok. At the economy not stable go see. People and they pass the person that will terrify their all over. Well, that's not day. At the uncle go down to town. At the bottle what I know day. All the things that go normal man, they no beating. I say, let no beat your daddy. We have to. I say, we are moving at it. I say, Pambo. Nobody tell me to walk about it right now. It's a fire on the mountain. Now do what happened. It's a prepared party elected. All my work was to say in the court keeper. Not a well done. Me, not your name walk about.
Right, we continue with the program. Few more message, and we come to the commissioner. This possibly asks, Mr. Commissioner, what's the status of youth in fishing and youth in farm projects? This one say, Mr. Commissioner, we the Bobo then I get to they wait for all them tia where you don't talk about the ground really dry. Other message where we go look at inside the program, it say, Mr. Commissioner, we need more of these car wash in the districts areas. Please una try. We don't want a explanation. Well, over to you, Mr. Commissioner.
Thank you. First of all, I want to generally say, yes, the youth situation compounding, and we believe it's a critical issue for nation building and national development, but also even economic growth. Because we don't see in other parts of the world today, for example, the tigers, the Asian tigers, the capacities of young people with the energies can make, and the dividends can, the demographic dividends can be utilized effectively. And we put AI to that thing. So we work very hard. But I also want to make Sierra Leoneans that know, say, if we really want to get youth situation correct, it requires serious investment. It requires serious engagement. And down in some of the things the way His Excellency the President they wait foresee from we. And very soon we will bring before him a comprehensive blueprint. We will talk about how we will do that investment day, and we'll cite some of their resources then in country and out of country, and how it will help we for Laoduam. I remember in 2006. President Kaba at that time do what you call coherent integrated coordination. What does that mean? It brings together all ministries, departments, and agencies in one roof. We say all ministers and I chair that meeting. In the near future, His Excellency the President will do that and they as well. So that all the ministries, departments, and agencies then will get support for young people. Go able for bring them together, and we all could put together a comprehensive blueprint for see how we move down the forward. Until their mindset and they begin come to we, without us all implementing in silos. This person go do Uganda, then they go do Uganda. We're not able to solve the problem. But if we all come together, and we develop a scheme. For example, that year out of that meetings now the youth employment scheme now come out of them. So we already done the leverage that kind of framework there. And very soon, the Honorable Minister go lead we all for let go convince His Excellency the President and the Chief Minister for make them know say yes, we're ready for solve the problem. We believe, say under the new direction, convince say the youth situation
convince the president for waiting.
For the investment, like what I say, youth development, it need investment. It needs stimulus. What do they mean? It need a youth development fund. A fund where go there for support entrepreneurs. A fund where go there where go support innovators. A lot of young people in there right now, they're in innovation. Like what I say, if you're going to boost support to entrepreneurship, a model that speaks about information and research and building business profiles and programs. Until we do that, we're not going to forget young people into sober business and sustainable business for a long time. Then we'll begin now, then suddenly they run away, come up with them. But when the person can't learn them, he realize a market day for this through studies and analysis, and then he realize say resources day, a set of entrepreneurship support day for move that business day forward. Believe me, elect be na abacha, elect be na Swazio, elect be na student too. Believe me, then go able for move them process forward. So would they look at an opportunity for open up them discussion there?
All right. Somebody they ask, he said the only solution to the continued high level of youth unemployment commissioner is to strengthen the private sector, establish industries, and also strengthen technical and vocational institutions across the country. Would like to hear your comments.
Look, that is, it require skills, demand-driven skills, competence-based certification. Then one day, if we not do one, let give you one example. In construction alone, now where I get the opportunity for go visit CSC and find out what are the various areas then we require for build road. Now I realize, say, well, a lot of work there for young people. I mean, even just the area of surveys and laboratory engagements. Now they are going to realize, say, even the road for make them, you get for test the soil. You get for know which kind quota you want fix. You get for talk about what are the issues then we need quality testing before you really put it na the road. Now they are go find out, say, you get for look at the issue of how the road itself they relate with communities, how you go build relationship with them one and day. I see a lot of real technical issues there. And then one and day we self don't buy into them because no way not they, even the private sector self go boom if skilled labor not there. So the issue about skilled labor now the critical issue right now they pay attention to. And as we they do them, we compartmentalize them. For example, the tourism and hospitality sector. Then one whole area. I mean, you go na hotels and you see professional people. They require a lot of training around that area.
The youth in farm project. Somebody they ask.
So that one is one of the issues where the ministry don't take over, and discussions don't.
They continue.
Discussions don't begin on the use in fisheries already because the ministry want to engage a set of young people and where they around the coastal area where they do fishing. But like what I say, this trip here not to just for carry boats go na water and go fish. We they also recalibrate the engagement for let we say men fish and harvest them and sell them. What we call aquaculture and fish farming. That one day na engagement will deal with the Ministry of Fishery and Marine Resources. We got a lot of discussion. We also relate to the Ministry of the Jala University because then get a whole school of aquaculture and would they support that school day for train more young people for getting to that day.
So how na they centralize all the skills training them day and the empowerment so na they give?
We're not able for centralize them because of the nature of the country.
Decentralization.
So exactly. So we go break her into places. I mean, trainings go take place at different levels. May I tell you, with partnership with the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, a lot of TVET centers and they would not build across the country.
How are they young people for get involved in the TVET centers? And because most times people look at the one way they do the course and they are still not attractive at all.
Well, may I tell you? So this is the youth entrepreneurship and employment project. Now they talk about now. There's a whole package of now the skills development part where they talk about TVET image campaign, and we'd already signed contracts with a farm where they lead on, and the Evangelical Fellowship Sierra Leone, they lead on that process. It relate to the TVET coalition, it relate to the ministry, for love put together all them processes. The ministry said they in the process of reviewing the TVET policy, we all the play role they for ensure we'll get a comprehensive, youth-friendly and engaging TVET policy. So once all them dynamics and they are set up, we will get TVET training institutions now every part of the country. What thing will be with your own role? Now for conscientize, create awareness and mobilize young people for men and go into their centers and one of the things that we don't see today, now the fact say you can get a good job, you wear coat and tie, you sit on an office. But Monday or woman day, where they go on them truck, where they make them, where they go look computer them for ensure the machine where they work in the factory them, they work. Then sets of people and then they get money pass, even some of free. So the important issues and for them pay attention to, and they raise serious campaign for make young people and know middle manpower engagements. Now go make this country better. Now don't make Ghana they go so. Now don't make Nigeria they go so. Now don't make Kenya they go so. So we need for empower. Then that level they for make young people and raise up and begin do the thing that we expect will make this country agree.
Over 25 years of your life, you did engagement with young people. I remember in your early time now, as young youth person, you always don't check governments after governments on young people livelihood, where you be so much interested in. Today, you self in another position there now for solve more or less the youth problem, because now then you be done the advocates for and help the young people there with. Whose assurance you will give the young people and now say under your leadership with this knowledge where you get of solving the problem, then we be they explain that the problem will be solved.
Well, the first thing I want for saying that I want for bring to them very strongly, and this not to talk. His Excellency the President, Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Julia Jallo, then get passion for youth development in this country. And then leadership, first of all, now about political will. Part of the issues they want to raise while they in civil society about political will. I see political will in them two fine gentlemen for move the youth development process forward.
In your own passion.
So me believe with we own backing for Sida and with the level of support we they want give we'll be able to solve the youth problem. And even with my honorable minister, as I talk to you right now, my honorable deputy minister, they New York, they address the ECOSOC summit on the Sustainable Development Youth Policy and Agenda 2030, and it raise critical issues and where it believes young people for involved in Sierra Leone and move process forward. I believe the political will they. I believe also the Ministry of Finance they give the level of support we will require, and together we all will go raise the level of investment for solve the young people of Sierra Leone and problems. Make them just make them patient. Yes, the ground dry, but we believe we'll go water the ground very soon and it will make life more amicable for them.
All right, plenty thank you, genuine at the program this morning. In name na Golokata, the Commissioner for the National Youth Commission, in Bindia, they tell we within the ministry, the National Youth Commission and the partner they don't do so far inside the past 1 year for help young people in Salone. Now this edition of the program, Good Morning Salone, go left you. Plenty thank you to the producer there, Michael Sambola and Alex Soren Skurma. DJ Lava, we give you technical support, Moses Kavara and team. Make you see we live na Facebook. So till we meet again, continue for listening to Radio Democracy. Me welcome back. Get yourself a wonderful day.
Ask Majesty say goodbye.